Greetings, guys, gals, non-binary pals, and welcome back to this week's fun video. I just got done filming a video where I cried a lot, so I wanted to do something fun and wholesome as a bit of a pick-me-up, and I'm sure you all need one of those too, right? Like, it is the middle of the week, life is hard, and we all need a bit of a fun time. So today I am going to be looking at the subreddit r/LGBT memes because we all deserve to just enjoy some good quality gay content. So buckle up and get ready for some fun. And don't forget to like and leave a comment if you do enjoy this video. Your interaction really helps me and I appreciate it greatly. And also while you're down there, do not forget to hit subscribe. I'm here 3 times a week. 2 hard-hitting videos or like long videos and then 1 short fun video on a Wednesday. And over 50% of you watch my videos regularly but are not subscribed, so please go do that. I am trying to reach 500k by the end of the year and I really appreciate it. So yeah, all right, let's get into it. Me changing how I describe my sexuality for the 3rd time, and it is someone just grabbing something and throwing it in the garbage and it says labels. We are just throwing labels away. Who needs them? Who needs labels? This is so true, so valid. They said that they're like, I feel annoying. It feels annoying. I think that's the thing about not having a label is it does allow fluidity, right? Because sexuality is a spectrum, gender is a spectrum, whatever. The way you feel can like change. It can move. It can be different one day versus another. So like just going for no label like I do, I just identify as queer, it really just covers all your bases. This is a Hinge note prompt thing and it says, I recently discovered that Harry Potter tattoos have a higher regret rate than gender affirming surgeries. And that's very funny. It is quite funny. I'm kind of obsessed with that. That's wild, actually. Not that few people regret gender affirming surgery. I completely suspected that, but I just love how many people regret Harry Potter tattoos, and I'm glad that there's so many people that regret them, but also really sucks to have a tattoo that you regret. Oh my god. I hope those cover-ups are going well. Me accidentally posting a picture of an antique train to r/trans instead of r/trains, r/trans. That feels weird, but I'll allow it. And maybe it's a trans train, you know? I don't. It's a fun mistake to make, and I'm sure, you know, trans people enjoyed looking at a nice train. I do love that there are Reddits for everything. Like, I love that r/trains is a thing, and people just go and post photos of trains. Like, fucking go off, bro. Go off. I love that there's, like, a niche place for everything. Reddit is a place for everything, and for everyone. I'm here for it. For trans people and for trains, and maybe there's a lot of train-loving trans people. Alexander never married, instead choosing to stay single until his death with his roommate and close personal friend, John. And it's 2 men, black and white, obviously, because it's an old photo, and they're like cuddled up together on the grass, you know? Personal friend and roommate. They were just really close, but like bros though. Just bros. Nothing more. Obviously, gay people didn't exist back then. It was just like, you know, 2 people who never ever dated women. They never expressed any desire to date women. They just moved in together. They lived together for the rest of their lives. They were out in public like holding hands. They were just like really good friends, you know? That's all it was, obviously. Don't read any further into it. God. Someone animated like a pride flag, like it was flapping in the wind, and someone replied saying, "Can I have a straight flag? It's somehow not fair that you despise straight people and don't flag us." And they said, "Ah, my bad, bro." And they just made the flag a rectangle. They straightened it out. It's not flapping in the wind now. It's not all like wavy and bent. She's straight. Here is your straight flag, my guy. I hope you enjoy your straight rainbow flag. This is that meme of like the people in the water. The mom is like holding their daughter up, then someone is drowning, and then there's a skeleton at the bottom of the ocean. It's the media holding up gay men and bi women, and then trans masks and bi men are like drowning over in the corner, and then ace and intersex people are dead for a long time at the bottom of the ocean. And you know what? Yeah, that's pretty accurate, actually. I find it so interesting that, like, yeah, it is always gay men and bi women because, you know, everyone has to like men. If we're gonna have queer people, they still have to all talk about men. That is important. Everyone has to be attracted to men. If they're not interested in men, what's the point, you know? Yeah, lesbian stories are also incredibly are left out by men as well. Like, for some reason, people just don't think that men can be bi. It's that whole conversation of they're like, bi women are secretly straight who just want to experiment with girls, and bi men are secretly gay but don't want to be out of the closet. Like, it's that weird stereotype of that, which is so strange. But again, everything has to revolve around men all the time. So, you know, that's the way society goes. And ace and intersex people just drowning down there. Yeah. People don't want to tell ace or intersex stories, do they? Intersex people, I think people just pretend don't exist, even though it's like, what, 1% of the population or something? Like, it's not a small amount of people. And then ace people, they don't understand it. They don't care about stories that don't have romance or sex. But here's the shocking thing is that ace people do experience romantic attraction and also can experience sexual attraction and still have sex also, because it is a spectrum. And I think it's not that difficult to tell ace stories. So more of that, please. Here is a conversation between two masculine blobs. One says, "You're gay, right? Do you have a crush on me?" And he says, "Sorry, I'm only into more masculine guys." And then the other guy looks real distressed. And that's so funny. That's hilarious. That's actually fucking so funny. I think more people should do this. I would like to see more people do this. If you have done this, please let me know how it goes, because that would kick them right in the ego. Those men who think that all gay men are attracted to them do have a fragile masculinity. They do have a bit of a like ego complex. And they're like, all men obviously are attracted to me. Gay men are like, oh, but this is a perfect response. I love to see it. I love it. It's genius. Can someone give me the idea of what it would be for like the sapphic response? I've never been in this situation and I don't think I ever will be, but I want to know what your response would be, because I don't think "you're not feminine enough" would work. Maybe it would. Depends on who says it to you, I suppose. Masculine enough, I feel like hits hard because we have a weird thing about masculinity, but I want to know what the equivalent is that would hit a woman hard when you say it. Or I suppose maybe it would have to be personal. Maybe it's like their like hair color or their height, or maybe their femininity. I don't know. Be interesting. Let me know if you have any ideas in the comments. Refusing to have sex because of Christ. Conservatives, smiley face. Refusing to have sex because of asexuality. Conservatives, sad/angry. Yeah, this is that's a really good point. They're hypocrites. They're all hypocrites. I don't understand them at all. It's like, it's okay to not have sex for religious reasons. That's fine. I support you. That's what I think you should do. But you don't want to have sex because you don't like sex? That's disgusting. How dare you? Like, there are people who are in Christian marriages who don't have sex because they think that's being more faithful to God. And I haven't even seen any Christians call that out, you know? Like, all those like anti-sex before marriage Christians, I've never seen them have a problem with that before, because they're like, oh yeah, that upholds your Christian values. But they're denying themselves of something that makes them happy. I guess that's the thing, is conservatives just don't like when people are happy. They don't like people doing things that they want to do rather than things they think they should be doing. They think everyone should be miserable all the time because they are miserable all the time. So I think that's the real issue here, isn't it? Is they just want you to be miserable. This person tweeted, "Hi everyone, this was posted and shared completely unironically and I am crying." And it says, "This is how Americans should be. Cowboys, guns, steeds, wilderness, and not a city-dwelling liberal in sight." And it's a screenshot from Brokeback Mountain. And I've not actually seen this movie before. I've been told that I should. Maybe I will one day. But I know that this is fucking hilarious. It's so funny when they take this shit out of context and they don't know what they're talking about. They do it all the time and it's absolutely hilarious. I am obsessed with it. I love when conservatives also, like, one of the things they love to do is take our ideologies and then say them as though it's their own idea without realizing that they're actually saying what we believe. And it's so funny. I'm obsessed with it. You're so right. We should all be gay cowboys. Here is a person wearing a small rainbow bracelet and some badges, like a bisexual badge and I don't know what the other badge is, but another queer badge. And then a man wearing an American flag t-shirt, an American flag belt buckle, an American flag hat. His truck has an American flag on the back and a massive sticker, and it has an actual American flag. And he is saying to her, "Why do you guys have to flaunt it around? It's embarrassing." This is true. This is so true. I love these people are like, I am a proud American. I'm proud to be from America. I'm proud to be from this country. And then we're like, I'm proud to be gay. And they're like, ew, that's fucking weird. Why would you flaunt that? Why would you say that? That's nothing to be proud of. Like, okay. I don't understand. I don't understand how you don't view what you're doing as obnoxious. Oh my God, this reminds me of like seeing videos from the LA wildfires. And that person, the firefighter, I believe, or maybe he wasn't a firefighter, he was just a person, instead of, going and helping people and animals or whatever, he went and saved an American flag. Like he climbed a flagpole and took the flag, and people were like, oh my God, a hero, he saved the American flag from getting burned. And that's like terrifying, honestly, to love your country that much that you don't let a flag catch on fire where you could be helping people not catch on fire. Like the brainwashing that exists within the US is so scary. The Pledge of Allegiance, the patrioticness is so strange. It's so strange. I will never, ever quite comprehend it. I can't imagine being so obnoxious about the place that I was born in, It just doesn't make sense at all. I will never get it. It's terrifying. This is a group of gray blobs saying to 3 pink blobs, you do not fit in here. So then they went and made their own space and said, okay, we'll make our own place. And then the gray blobs say, why are you excluding us? Oh no. And then all the gray blobs go and take over their space and say, you do not fit in here. This is pretty much how it goes, isn't it? This is pretty much how it goes. Excluded no matter what. And every time we do something for ourselves, suddenly it's not for us anymore and we're the problem again and we have to leave. Stop. Leave it. Stop. Stop it. Go away. I think what we've got to do is just make our own island. We can all just go have gay island and have a fun time together and just hang out all the time. No heterosexuals allowed. They can be like, they can obviously be like mixed gendered couples and things, but no straight people. That's what I think. An old man saying, I don't use pronouns. And the butterfly man replying, I is a pronoun. And then the science lady being like, ooh. Yeah, it's so funny how people don't know what pronouns are. So funny that people don't know what pronouns are. It's also kind of concerning. Like you learn about pronouns when you're in primary school, like year 1, and yet you become an adult and suddenly are offended by the fact pronouns exist and you try to petition to stop teaching pronouns at school and you forget that I and me and we and you are all pronouns. Like, sir? I need you to stop and think for a moment about what you're talking about because you sound like an idiot. You are an idiot, but you also sound like one. It's so funny. I cannot believe there are really people who say this shit. Like this is a real thing that people say. This is a bisexual ball and it says, boys are hot, girls are hot. Why is everyone so hot? And a little ace ball in the back just says, global warming. And I found this way too funny. I found this way too funny. So true. So true. Global warming, man. It's I don't really have anything to say about it or to add to it other than this was really funny and I had to share with you all because I had a good giggle and I hope you all also have a good giggle about this dumb meme. I would love to make more of these fun little wholesome videos, but I don't know where to look. I have no idea where to pull fun, wholesome, queer content from, like queer joy, that sort of stuff, because I've been making a lot of just negative content for the past 5 years. So people ask every now and then, they're like, can you do something that's more upbeat? Can you do something that's more positive, more fun, more lighthearted? And I would like to do some more of that in my Wednesday videos, but I don't know where to go. So please drop your recommendations of where to get fun little videos from, and I will have a look at them. Ultimately, fun, happy videos do not perform well. No one wants to watch happy content. That's what I've learned in my years of doing this. Every time I upload something that's not depressing or angering, it doesn't get views. And I doubt this one will have very many views either. So thank you for sticking around and watching it and for clicking on it if you are here. I appreciate it. Please let me know other wholesome content to talk about and I will maybe do that one week. I would like to say a huge thank you to my Kiwi Cat patrons. M.A. Ping the Games, Blue Kitsune 24, Ash, Uh-Oh It's Craiglow, Phil the Duck, Jessie, Phenomenally, River, Mr. Noodle, Queen Glimmer, Ella, Lady Nutbar, Radsack, Knitting Menace, Chris, Ellie, and Bobby. I love and appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for joining. If anyone else would like to become a patron, you go to patreon.com/savvycat or click the top link in the description. For as little as £1 a month, you get my videos a day early and ad free. And then for £3 and up, you get things such as outtakes, bonus mini podcasts, live streams, vlogs, and more. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, The Queer Kiwi, and Twitter, That Queer Kiwi. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe. Keep fighting. I love you.